Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today's video we're gonna go over a recent kind of like a guaranteed champion that we got from a special um, summoning event. This was the summoning event for Mishinaki, so it was pretty special. It was like the first time we ever seen it, but it was a summon event that allowed you to get enough fragments to summon a Mishinaki for 10,000 points. So you guys might recall this used the same kind of point structure for as regular summon events. So 500 for Sacred, 120 for Void, and 20 for Ancient. So this 10,000 points was equal to about 20 Sacreds. In my opinion, Mishinaki was a very good champion for 20 sacreds. Of course, like you get a bunch of other goodies along the way for pulling 20 sacreds, but they've already set that 20 sacred benchmark with Elva Autumnborn, which is also a very good champion as well. So Mishinaki, what's his deal? This guy's the flaming green Ghostrider. Very cool looking champion. His A1 has a chance to place HP burn, 60% booked. A2, similar to Stagnite, has a defense, AoE defense down, and then has a chance to place the AoE decrease attack if enemies are under hex, so not as good as Stagnite, which applies both. Fires books, of course. This AoE is like, it's a good hit, but it's not like an insane hit. And his second AoE, also a 3-turn cooldown. It places hex. Sorry, his first hit removes the buffs, and then second hit places hex. It's actually a really strong move, obviously. So he has two really strong AoEs, and then a really strong A1, which just places an HP burn. His passive also deals quite a bit of damage. Whenever ally attacks enemy under hex, this champion has a 50% chance to team up and attack as well. And we know his A1 hits really good, and also places HP burn. So you can see his base stats here, quite strong, 1465 for his base, very good. And yeah, generally just very good stats all around. Aura, defense, all battles, very good. So Mishinaki is a very good champion. Depending where you are in your account progress, you guys can kind of use him like kind of anywhere. He's obviously going to be like pretty godly in like faction wars, general like dungeon waves. He doesn't hit hard enough to be a nuker, so you kind of want to give him like enough accuracy to be a debuffer, and obviously give him enough speed. So I'll show you guys my Mishinaki. So this is my Mishinaki. I just recently finished building him and booking him. So I put him in a 4-piece reflex set. You definitely don't want to put him in, you don't need reflex, but this is just kind of like one of my few sets of reflex, and I wanted to try him out. I use him mainly for Hydra. So he's obviously in my faction wars team, but I mainly use him for Hydra, and he's going to be in Hydra teams and be effective all the way up to Nightmare. So he's one of the champions that you can use for general debuffing support, as well as DPS from the lowest difficulties all the way to the highest difficulties. So he's an insanely versatile champion for Hydra. So that's my main area of focus with my gear. Check my total stats here. He's okay speed, okay HP, okay defense, and then just max crit rate, a bit low on the crit damage, and then enough accuracy to land his debuffs up to Nightmare. So I plan to use him as a DPS alternative for Nightmare, and of course he works all, like I said, in all difficulties going down. My reflex gear is not the best. Like I said, this is like my first usable set, so definitely lots of room for improvement. I don't really have a very good defense ring either, so lots of room for improvement there as well. Fully booked, of course, and no blessing. If he had a blessing, you either go for Phantom Touch, Cruelty, or Brimstone. So those would be the damage dealing blessings for Mishinakis. Brimstone, Cruelty, or Phantom Touch. My suggestion would be Phantom Touch or Brimstone, depending. If your team has lots of Brimstone, then go Phantom Touch. Just because Cruelty, you can kind of stack it on like other champions that aren't maybe a champion with an A1 AoE as opposed to 2 cooldown AoEs. Masteries, I moved my head. It got him down to War Master. Pretty kind of standard masteries. You want the Hexer and then Hexer and Sniper to increase duration and increase chance of his debuffs. So I want to go through like, so Reflex, you don't need Reflex. You can build him with Relentless. Relentless is also a very good set for any champion in Hydra. You could build him in broken sets. He's very good as well. So he doesn't really need sets. So don't focus too much on that, especially if you guys are just coming out of the lower difficulties for Hydra. Let me grab you guys a recent run I just did. I'll show you guys a run in my team with Mishinaki. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So we're here. This is the team that I got him going with. Obviously this is for Nightmare, so I have some pretty good champion setups here. So I got Necmo for my speed up, speed down, leech, turn meter boost, Molly, turn meter boost, revive, provoke, Husk for provoke, obviously max HP damage, Ghostrider here for damage, X also very important, Shamail, and then Shamail for the fear, countering, and damage, and then block debuff, AoE defense down with the Ugo. So in the past I've ran Mithrala instead of Mishinaki, just because she brings hex and survivability as well as a little bit of damage. So I'm trading Mithrala's survivability for more damage. Basically I think, you know, Mishinaki would do quite a bit more damage than Mithrala, but you lose a lot of survivability. So yeah, so this is just a team I put together. I tried on my first try. It was like a semi-auto run, so it's not going to be full auto. I think to make it full auto, you probably need some kind of survivability in here to make it a little bit more consistent. Probably Molly would probably come out, or they need to be built slightly different. But I didn't run it full auto. It might work full auto, but it was like semi-auto. But yeah, I'll go through the run with you guys. I'll speed it up to make it watch. Yeah, so yeah, you just debuff and then Shamail will counter the Torment Head. You see Mishinaki there with the double hits. The buff removal for Mishinaki is actually really nice extra thing that he does. So if you guys are watching this video for your rotation one team, the starting lineup for the Hydras are actually pretty low damage. So if you have something like Geomancer, he's actually not a great DPS option for this starting rotation. He's not going to deal like maximum damage. You see Mishinaki there, he's placing HP burns, which is nice additional damage. What I did find, if you guys are making a team with Mishinaki, I did find that his damage is more like a steady amount of damage. So in the later turns where you need damage to clear, to basically clear, to release a champion, it's going to be, he's probably not going to be the right champion for you, because his damage won't be able to hit hard enough, fast enough to free the champion in time. So you still rely on like your big nuke max HP guys like Rollguard, Husk. Also in this starting rotation, Rollguard is kind of would probably deal more damage than Husk. because Husk is weak to 2 of the starting heads. But Husk also has the provoke, which makes him like infinitely like more useful almost than roll guard, especially if you struggle with like provoke gear or provokers. So you see here, yeah, they're just, this is a very easy starting lineup if you have Shamail. Very easy to apply debuffs, control your heads. As long as you can control the provoke the cleansing head, then you're looking pretty good. So in this case, Husk always gets eaten on the first with the first devour. In which case you got like 5 turns to release him, so it's not the end of the world. It just takes a little bit longer. The Hex obviously very useful here. It allows us to target the Mischief Head. So Mishinaki definitely showing his worth here. Yeah, so let you guys go through this run, and we'll be back at the end. Alright, we're nearing the end of the run here. So you guys noticed that my Molly went down at around turn 50. So I actually was short 1 champion. Yeah, overall I think this run was a little bit on the lucky side, especially since we didn't run into cleansing head again after Molly died. Yeah. So, you know, pretty clear 1 key. Definitely would have done better if Molly didn't die. I realized that Molly isn't built very well for Hydra because she has no way to heal herself up. She doesn't have War Master, she has no self-healing, she has no resistance. So if I were to rebuild Molly, I would probably build her with resistance and at least a way to heal herself. Maybe change her masteries. So right now she basically just whittles down and then dies. Unless there's somebody on the team that can heal. So like Ugo can heal, but obviously it's not going to be 100% perfect all the time. But anyways, Mishinaki here, you can see dealing more damage overall than Husk. This is Nightmare, so this is where Husk would be most effective with his max HP damage. Mishinaki proving he can deal a ton of damage as well, matching Husk here. Also bringing tons of utility with Hex and AoE decreased defense as well. Shamael doing decent amount of damage obviously against the Torment Heads. Necmo Thar getting tons of turns. Brimstone dealing tons of damage as well. And Ugo doing War Master procs. And Molly having no War Master normal hits. So you can see her healing is just really bad. That's probably one of the reasons she died. So in the future I need to build her or use somebody else as my provoker. But I can show you guys the builds I use quick here. So Necmo Thar I use in a provoke set. Got good HP, decent speed, and enough accuracy. War Master. Molly, like she is like an old arena build. She's in shield set. Like honestly, not even like super tanky. She needs to be rebuilt for Nightmare Hydra if I want to use her again. In my opinion, here's my Shamael, just in Relentless. Nothing too insane. He's in War Master. And my Husk, also in Relentless. Husk could also be in Reflex, similar to Shamael. Shamael could also decent speed, decent survivability. I build him with accuracy so he can provoke. Then my champion was Ugo, also in Relentless. He's chunky, she's chunky, she got speed, she got accuracy, and he has War Master. Yeah, War Master is kind of debatable. You probably don't even need one. And I think that's it. Yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the, I'll show you the Mishinaki build. Just in Reflex, he could be in Relentless sets, depending on your gear. Not super impressive stats. Main stat is the accuracy and the speed that you guys want to hit. I recommend at least 220 to 250 at least for Nightmare difficulty, and then probably work your way down depending on the difficulties that you're working on. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and the showcase on Mishinaki. Definitely a very strong champion. We saw that he's an excellent damage dealer. Hydra also brings support and utility as well. So best of luck if you guys got him. Definitely build him. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.